Hey guys, it's Nicholas here from upgradeToLife.com and welcome to this week's quote of the week video. So this will be a longer quote, however, it, as usually always, includes a lot of valuable pieces of wisdom, so I thought I have to take this also into the series and we have to cover it. So with that, let's just jump right in and let's talk about this week's quote. If you assume that you are what you want to be, your desire is fulfilled. And in fulfillment, all longing is neutralized. You cannot continue desiring what you have already realized. Your desire is not something you labor to fulfill. It is recognizing something you already possess. It is assuming the feeling of being that which you desire to be. Believing and being are one. The conceiver and his conception are one. Therefore, that which you conceive yourself to be can never be so far off as even to be near, for nearness implies separation. This is actually one of my favorite quotes because, I will just explain it to you right now and then you will see what I like so much about this quote, and it has really much like wisdom and knowledge and also valuable information so that you can start to apply that within it. Now let's start. So Neville said, if you assume that you are what you desire to be, right? This can be anything, right? You don't like your present circumstances. Therefore, most probably you have come to, discover Neville's teachings and listen to my channel, watching my videos. Again, thanks for that, guys. And now you want something different in your life. You want to change some circumstances. And again, this is not even funny, actually, because it can be really painful. And I know this because I also discovered Neville's teachings because I had some unpleasant circumstances in certain life areas. So we all share this, right? We all then want a solution. We all awaken to who we really are, spirituality, and we go deeper. And then this finally leads us to those teachings that help us to make changes. So if you assume that you are what you want to be, meaning more wealthy, loved, appreciated, strong, secure, independent, financially secure, in a relationship, in a new apartment, it absolutely doesn't matter, right? Your desire is fulfilled. And in fulfillment, all longing to be is neutralized, right? So let's say you want to live in a new apartment. And if you assume that you already have it, if you assume that you are already the person that lives in this new apartment, how? With your imagination, right? Not with your mind. You don't just affirm it, even though it is not here yet. You can't force the mind. You will not try. You cannot make your mind believe. You will only grow beyond your level of beliefs and beyond your level of what's possible with your imagination, because that enables you to go even further. So if you assume that you are what you want to be because you go into your imagination and you conceive a scene, a little act that implies you already have achieved the goal, you already live in the apartment, and then your desire is fulfilled. I always talk about this on my channel. It's also referred to your hunger is satisfied, right? How can you continue hungering if it's satisfied? It's like with actual food. I mean, you eat, at some point you're just satisfied and you won't keep pushing more food in your mouth. I mean, at least you should not do that. Maybe sometimes you do it, but you know what I mean. When you're full, you're just full. When you're satisfied, you're satisfied. When your desire is fulfilled because you have imagined it and it felt so natural, it felt real, it's done. And in this fulfillment, you can't continue to desire. You can't continue to want and to want more. It's just done. The longing to be this, what you want to be, is neutralized, is stilled, because you are it internally. You just shifted, right? So you cannot continue desiring what you have already realized, right? Within. It's not saying about that you have realized this externally. The circumstances might stay the same, but you won't be triggered. You won't react. You won't, have fearful thoughts. No, you will just be calm and carry this knowing within you that it is already done, which you cannot just force with thoughts and affirmations. That's why I'm not the biggest fan of that. So your desire, and now comes the second part, which is really important. That was the first part. And then he continues and he says, your desire is not something you labor to fulfill. It is recognizing something you already possess. And that's the difference, right? So like I shared in I think it was last week's quote of the week where I shared that you in a sense, you don't become something because that would imply that you are not already it and you have to go through a process and then you actually are it. But those teachings are about realizing that within consciousness, within this infinite potential, within you, within your true self, within awareness, there already is this state. There already is the desire that you want to realize, and therefore it's already there. So the desire, which just is also a state, right? It is not something that you labor to fulfill. Okay, so it's not your job to think, oh, now I need to do this, and now I need to do step B, and then C, and then D, and then E, and then F. No. Right? It's realizing, oh, I already have it. Like Neville said, desiring a state is having the state, because you cannot desire something that's not already in existence, that's not already within you, that's not already available for you. So desiring a state, be thankful for it. If you desire something, notice it's great that you are here. Thanks for the desire. It's showing me something that I can realize, that I can externalize by occupying it. So again, right, it's not something you labor to fulfill, right? It's recognizing something that you already have. And it's assuming the feeling of being that which you desire to be, right? You ask yourself, how would I feel right now if this would be already true? How would I see the world? How would my friends see me? How would I see my friends and other people? How would I feel if this would already be true right now, right here? You can do this even after the video or right now, pause it and ask yourself. And I guarantee you that you will perceive things differently, because when you do this, you go into that right state and then you view the world differently from that state. Okay? So it's assuming the feeling of being that which you desire to be. And now comes another crucial part. Believing and the being are one. And I've noticed that many people don't get this, but this is like a power line in a sense. This is really important. You cannot believe something that's not already there. Meaning, if you believe in something and you establish this belief via your imagination, not again through rain repetition of affirmations, but you actually make this shift in consciousness and you have this faith, you have this knowing, you have this belief that this is true for you, that you are this version, that you have X, Y, and Z, then that means you actually already are it. So you cannot believe something that's not already there. And that's why it's saying believing and being are one. So if you start to believe it, this is already there. You already are it. So this is amazing, right? Creation is finished. Everything that you desire is there. You select, right? I talked about this in, I think it was last weeks or 2 weeks ago in that quote. And this is really powerful. I know I say this in every video and most probably also in every quote, but it's actually true. The conceiver and his conception are one, right? The conceiver is awareness, I am, consciousness, being, and conception is your state, your self-concept, right? You make of that infinite awareness. And therefore, that which you conceive yourself to be, meaning you are being more wealthy, or let's take the new apartment again for an example. If you bought that, you live in that. I just speak about that because I manifested a new apartment recently. I will also upload a success story on that in a couple of weeks. It can never be far off, right? For nearness implies separation. Many people think that their desired state is somewhere like out there, is somewhere far away from them, is somewhere still not here yet. But this would imply a separation. But there is no separation. There is only one. Everything is within you. Everything is within awareness. There is nothing, separated from everything. Everything is one. So this state that you desire is not separated. That is right here, right now, and you can shift into it without any requirements. And you can just do that, right? I have a video called How to Get into Your Ideal State and into Your Desired State. I will link this above right now. There are many different ways. But manifesting is only about shifting from your current state into your desired state. This is how you can break it all down. You reveal something that is already there. Right? Manifesting is making something tangible that already exists by identifying with it and shifting in it. So you don't become it, you just reveal it by going in that state where you already have it, where you already are it. So there is no separation. Your desired state is never far off. It's not even near. Because near would also imply near, okay, is it like 2 centimeters, 10 centimeters? No, it is not near, it is within you, available, always. So you just have to know what you want and then occupy it, right? If you want to learn more about that, Just check out the 2 links. I have the free masterclass where I explain this, summarize, where I explain some of the mistakes people do. And if you want to like work with me to apply it even better, then check out the second link where you can apply for a free call with me so we can see if we are a good fit, if I can help you, and if yes, amazing. If no, that's also fine, and there are no hard feelings involved. And that's it for this week's quote. I think this is an absolutely powerful one, right? Especially like, the first part, that you cannot continue to desire and desire and desire when you have really shifted. And this is also a great check-in that you can do with yourself. Meaning, if you actually have shifted, you would not even ask the question like, am I in my right state? Or is there more I need to do? When will it show up? And all of this stuff. That means you have not actually shifted. And that's okay, because you can always do it. But if you have really shifted, there is no more desire. The desire is satisfied. You are in this Sabbath, how Neville calls it. So you are in this mental rest. Just go about your life. And this is when the desire is showing up, right? It's not something you labor to fulfill, right? It's not your job to worry about the how. Your only job is occupying the end. And you realize that you already have it, right? So it's within you. Thanks for watching, guys. I speak to you in the next week's quote. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments as always. Bye, guys.